What famous person needs to be ignored and shunned into obscurity? Joel Osteen. Making millions preaching a religion that he obviously doesn't follow. Any televangelists? Kenneth Copeland. Jim Bob Duggar. Any celebrity currently in Scientology? They have to cancel Eugenia Cooney. She is killing herself on camera and that makes her a role model for plenty of anorectic 12-year-old fangirls. Everyone that's a Scientologist tbh. Prince Andrew. As a previous fan. Jeffree Star. Ezra Miller. Edit. Given the number of people replying, who, and requiring others to explain who Ezra is, I fear that comment has succeeded in doing the opposite of what OP asked. Whoops. Forgive me. In the spirit of being different from some of the more obvious answers, R. Kelly. Thought he was already in obscurity, but apparently he just released a new album. Only heard one line from it, what I think is safe to say the most notable one, and it just reaffirms he can piss all the way off. Chris Brown. I'll never understand why he's been given a pass by the music community and fans. Besides the obvious ones already stated here, let's go with Joel Osteen. Roman Polanski for raping a 13-year-old in the 70s. Bill Cosby, man just can't stop. Would you be in favor of removing one nation under God from the Pledge of Allegiance, and why or why not? To quote the late great Robin Williams, under Canada, above Mexico. Yes, it wasn't there at the start either. Edit. Adding citation to make it clearer. On June 14, 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower signed a bill to insert the phrase "under God" into the U.S. Pledge of Allegiance that children recited every morning in school. Previously, the pledge, originally written in 1892 HAD, contained no reference to religion. Edit 3. Removed my rant. It should not be in the Pledge of Allegiance or on the currency. I'm a pastor, so I would say it should absolutely be removed. Forcing your religion on someone never leaves a person with a positive feeling towards that religion. If Christians want people to have authentic experiences with their religion, we need to allow for authentic encounters rather than gross forced ones. You end up with Christian nationalism and not Christianity. Besides, early church Christians chose execution rather than pledging allegiance to an empire. And now we're supposedly so for it. Some churches do it on the regular. Straight up heresy. The Pledge of Allegiance itself concerns me far more than the religious bit. I'd be in favor of removing the entire Pledge of Allegiance. The whole pledge is fucking creepy and weird, LMAO. What should you never do in the United States? Don't ever get a payday loan. Get out of the vehicle during a traffic stop. I did not know this. Here in Australia we are perfectly okay to get out of the vehicle unless the cop says otherwise. Don't get out of the car after police asks you to stop. My old chemistry professor made that mistake on holiday. They pulled a gun on him. Walk onto someone's property without permission, or knowing the owner. It's cool in many places around the world to be able to go wandering through the countryside. It is not cool in the US. You might end up getting arrested, held at gunpoint, or shot at if you are really unlucky. Call a mixed person colored. It doesn't mean the same thing as it does in South/East Africa. Don't take pictures or record videos of strangers' children. I've had to warn many people coming over from Asia about this. Some have ignored me and it has led to screaming and threats. If a cop pulls you over, don't get out of the car, place your hands on the wheel and wait, they will come to you. Think that you can pee in an empty alley on your way home from the bars. A surprisingly large percentage of my European acquaintances have had a great experience of spending a few hours, early morning hours, in the drunk tank in various American cities, because it's really not that big of deal in most of Europe. Try and bribe a police officer. Do not run or move fast and unpredictably when stopped by cops. Don't try to cheat the IRS. They will fuck your life into oblivion. Engage with someone acting like a crazy person on the road. They might shoot you. Don't illegally use a disabled person parking spot or pass a school bus with its stop sign out. At least in Tennessee you should never say anything unkind about Dolly Parton. Thanks for the awards. Be a king and use the Tea Act of 1773 to give special consideration to the British East India Company in the colonies.